Hello students, welcome to history class. Today let us continue unit 9. Today let us discuss about the problem of formation of new government of independence. After the independence, what are the problem our India has faced to make a new government, that we have to discuss. And India declared independence on August 15, 1947. In that time, one temporary government was formed. At that time, Lord Mountbatten became the Governor General of India. Jawaharlal Nehru became the first Prime Minister of India. And we got our own constitution on January 26, 1950. And so that only we are celebrating that day as a Republic Day. And with the implementation of the constitution, Dr. Babu Rajendra Prasad became the first president of India, and the constitution declared India as a sovereign democratic republic. And later through 42nd amendment of the constitution, in the 42nd amendment of the constitution we can see that words like secular and socialist, these also added in the constitution in the year 1976. And government of India followed an independent foreign policy and to improve our economy, and India adopted parliamentary type of democracy. And now let us see what is the parliamentary type of democracy. Parliamentary type of democracy means the constitution drafting committee. We already said the drafting committee is the chairmanship of Ambedkar. And this drafting committee, they studied different constitution of the world, and they came to an end that a parliament elected by the people should be the ultimate authority in the governance, means government. That is parliamentary democracy. Now let us see the integration of princely states. Integration of princely means how the princely state joined with the Indian government. When the British left India, there were 562 princely states were there. Princely states means under the control of the kings. Apart from partitioning India, they had kept three options open for the remaining princely states. They have kept three options for this remaining princely states. That is, first one is, if they like means they can join in with the Indian Federation, otherwise they can join with the Pakistan. At last, one more is that is remaining independent, otherwise they can remain independent. These are the three options they have given. In this background, the Indian government made a rule that instrument of accession, means this offer has given to the princely states. That is, what is that means? An opportunity for the princely states to join federal structure of India. They are given the opportunity for the princely state to join with the Indian government. If they join with the Indian government, in return they will share the revenue. Revenue means tax. They will share with that kings, and they will give some special status for this ruling kings. These are these options, means offer has given by the Indian government to these princely states. But later in 1971, these royalties and this status has withdrawn by the government. And during the integration of Indian princely state, some strong opposition came from the Junagadh princely state and Jammu and Kashmir and Hyderabad states. They are not ready to join with the Indian state. But under the leadership of Vallabhbhai Patel, he is known as the Iron Man of India, he was successful in integrating the princely states to Indian Federation. Now let us see the problem of Junagadh. The Nawab means the ruler of this princely state had signed the agreement to join with the Pakistan. But the citizens, the people of that state, they revolted against the Nawab and flooded the streets. They made a revolt against the Nawab of Junagadh. This, the king, means the Nawab, ran away from the kingdom. The Diwan requested Indian government to send military to Junagadh to maintain the law and order. And later Junagadh joined Indian Federation in 1949. Now let us see the problem of Hyderabad. This princely state was ruled by Nizam, and he wanted to remain independent. He don't want to join into Pakistan or in India. He wanted to remain independent, and he refused to join to the independent India also. Meanwhile, under the leadership of the communist leaders, the farmers of the state, they revolted against the Nizam and Zamindars. And the people of that state, means Hyderabad, they were angry towards the cruel army led by the Nizam, and this army name was Rasaks. They were cruel army was there, and the people are very angry towards this cruel army Rasakas, and the government of India sent its military to fight Hyderabad and defeated the Nizam and integrated Hyderabad into India in 1948. Vallabhbhai Patel could find a solution to this with his firm decision. Next, let us see the problem of Jammu and Kashmir. The king of Jammu and Kashmir, Hari Singh, he decided to remain independent. He don't want to join with the Pakistan or also in India. And fearing that Kashmir may join to Indian Federation, Pakistan sent the tribal Muslims to attack Kashmir. And the group of these people, they occupied more area of Kashmir. And you understood, no? The fearing that the Kashmir may join with the Indian Federation, Pakistan sent some tribal Muslims, group of tribal Muslims to attack Kashmir, and this group of these people, they attacked more area of Kashmir and occupied that region. And unless the king agreed to join India, the Indian military could not enter in the Kashmir region. And finally, on realizing the problem of this region, King Hari Singh agreed to join India in October 1947, and then Kashmir joined to India in October 1947. And later the Indian army attacked the invading tribal soldiers. Later the Indian army attacked these tribal soldiers from the Pakistan, and they drive them out of this valley. At this situation, this issue was reported to UNO. UNO means United National Organization, and one part of the Kashmir remained with the Pakistan. Whatever these tribal Muslims they attacked, that area is remained with the Pakistan. And India complained this at the UNO against Pakistan on this issue, and the northeast part of Kashmir that was occupied by Pakistan continues to be with it, and it is called as, now also it is in the hands of the Pakistan only, and it is known as Pakistan Occupied Kashmir, means POK. POK means Pakistan Occupied Kashmir. Northeast part of the Kashmir is in the hands of the Pakistan now also, and this area is known as POK, Pakistan Occupied Kashmir. And the accession of Jammu and Kashmir is different from all other accessions. Now let us see the problem of Pondicherry and Goa. Even after independence, the French had continued their hold over Pondicherry, Karaikal, Mahe and Chandranagar, and many political parties like Congress, Communist and others, they wanted to make this area to the part of India, and because of all this effort, all these parts of got integrated in 1954, and Pondicherry became Union Territory of India in 1963, and this Pondicherry became the part of Indian Federation is in 1954, and it's become as a Union Territory in 1963. Union Territory means the central government directly ruling area, that is known as Union Territory. Next one is Goa. And a great movement was held to protest against the Portuguese occupation of Goa. And Portuguese people controlled the Goa area then, that time. So many movements started to against the Portuguese occupation of Goa, though they were ordered to vacate Goa. to the Portuguese, and Portuguese brought more army from Africa and Europe to against this and tried to consolidate their power over Goa. And Satyagrahis from all over India entered to Goa and declared the exit of Portuguese from Goa in 1955, and the Indian military entered Goa and took over its administration. Goa had remained the Union territory till 1987 after it's become as a state. Now let us start reorganization of states based on language. Means according to the language they arranged the state, reorganized the states. The language based formation of state was a demand when British was ruling India. That time also it was there, that demand. After the independence of India, this demand became more and more, and both the British government and the regional government, they never ruled them using local language. In this background, formation of state based on language was decided after the death of Poti Sri Ramalu, and he died after 54 days of hunger strike demanding for Vishala Andhra. He was demanding to make a Vishala Andhra state according to the language, and 54 days hunger strike he died. His name was Poti Sri Ramalu. The demand for language based state organization started from that time onwards. As a result, Andhra Pradesh was formed in 1953. In 1953, reorganization of state commission was formed by the government, and their Mr. Fazal Ali became the president, K.M. Panikkar and H.N. Kunchru was its members. Based on this report of this commission, a State Organization Act was brought into effect, and according to this act, 14 state and 6 union territories were formed. And next, Kannada speaking regions. Kannada speaking regions were part of the various princely states, and on October 14, 1947, Mysore state came into existence, and the demand of the integrate all these people into one state was prevalent. Means Kannada speaking people all became in the under one state, that was Mysore state, and they had formed Akhila Karnataka Rajya Nirmana Parishad and demanded the integration of Kannada speaking places. They demanded for the unity of the Kannada speaking places. Finally, in 1956, Vishala Mysuru state came into existence. Because of this Akhila Karnataka Rajya Nirmana Parishad, they demanded to join Kannada speaking places together. In this way, in 1956, Vishala Mysuru state came into existence. In 1973, it was renamed as Karnataka. Now there are 29 states and 7 union territories in India, including Delhi. I hope you all understood this lesson. Next class I will give you notes. Thank you, students.